on, Liverpool. Come on. Liverpool versus Leicester City in the English Premier League. I told you. The Leicester City versus... Oh, I told you. The Liverpool versus Leicester City in the Carabao Cup. It was an excited game at Anfield. Will it be an excited game at the King Power Stadium? I guarantee you. I guarantee it's going to be a cracking game at Leicester City. Remember, Leicester City lost to Manchester City, I think, yesterday by 6 goals to 3. Can you believe it? Leicester City lost to Manchester City by 6 goals to 3. But this is going to be a very interesting game. Liverpool has to catch up on this Manchester City team. We cannot make Manchester City run away with this English Premier League. We have to put the pressure on Manchester City. So let us jump right into the match preview. Liverpool versus Leicester City. Let's bring on my special guest. Jersey boy, how are you doing?
I'm doing very good, man. You know, it's very weird that we're going to have to be playing Leicester City back to back in two different competitions, but obviously the Leeds game will cancel. And I think it's good, Ryan, because think of how much games we had to play in amount of time if we played Leeds. Now the team have had a good rest, bro, a fantastic rest. And now we've got Thiago back, Fabinho back, Hendo back. We've only got two injuries, two players unavailable, and that's Harvey Elliott and Robertson, because obviously Robertson got a red. So this is going to be a great game, Ryan, and I'm hoping we continue our form. Obviously, we got an unlucky draw versus Tottenham in our last Premier League game. You know, we weren't very good. I think Conte's really got Tottenham playing very well, and they really tested us. And we also had no midfield, and we should have had a penalty, and we got robbed. But you know, I've got to give Tottenham their praise. They were very good. But yeah, and we need to keep going, Ryan, because obviously City don't look like they're going to lose, bro. They don't look like they're going to lose, and we're 6 points behind because we didn't play a game. But obviously now Chelsea are level of points with us because they've won a game finally. So we've got to keep this, got to keep it close because when that time comes, the City do drop points at some point because they will. We all know they will. I think they'll only lose or draw one more game. I think they're that good. We need to be right behind Ryan so we can go hip hop. We can just hop over them.
Bro, right now I'm feeling excited. I think Liverpool going to beat Leicester City with the likes of Thiago Henderson. Roberto Firmino played 90 minutes the other day. Come on against Tottenham Spurs. The Liverpool team getting back into their rhythm. The players is coming back. Curtis is back. Thiago is back. So we have a lot of options to pick and to choose from. And I think this Leicester City team coming off a loss against Manchester City. Right now, the heads kind of be down. The heads kind of be down. And this game, we has to win this game. We has to close the gap on Manchester City. As I said, City look like they're not going to lose any game in the Premier League. But tell you what, Jersey boy, we go into the Etihad. We don't have a great record. But I guarantee you, the time when you're ready to go to the Etihad, we can beat Manchester City at the Etihad. Because I don't believe no team going to beat them. You never know. This is football. Anything can happen.
Exactly.
What's it?
Right. But Ryan, as like you said, this is what I'm thinking, Ryan. Let's say, Ryan, so we need to keep the closeness, one, because imagine, bro, 1 point, we're back to 1 point behind Manchester City. We beat them at the Etihad. We could then hop over them at first. And this is what we need to keep with distance because we need to be ready for whenever that time comes. If they do drop points, we have to be right behind so we can take advantage. You know, Chelsea looked very good in their game versus Villa. So there was no Gerrard there to give the instructions because he got COVID. So the teams have looked very, very good. Arsenal looking very good. So we just need to continue. But let's talk about Leicester, Ryan. Leicester City have the worst record in the Premier League this season for goals from set pieces. Every time there's a cross in the box or a corner, they look like they're going to concede. They were awful against Man City. 3 or 4 goals were bloody from corners.
Leicester are suspect, bro. They are a suspect. They have a lot of injured too. That kind of really affect this Leicester
Mm.
City team. But I think Leicester City, watching that game against City, they just conceding some atrocious goal. That goal that Rhyme Sterling score, oh my god. And
Corner again, another corner.
this is the reason why we must capitalize on this poor Leicester City farm. When Leicester at it, they're at it. When they're not at it, we must take full advantage of it. And I believe we can do so with the likes of Thiago, Henderson, Fabinho. Fabinho coming back, right?
Fabinho's back yet.
Fabinho is back. And so this is good. The right time Liverpool player get a little bit of rest. Although COVID hit them, but this is good for the Liverpool team because Van Dijk get a little bit of rest. Fabinho get a little bit of rest. Thiago get a little bit of rest. So everybody going to fit, going to up for it. And also we're going to play Chelsea come the 2nd of January. So
On Sunday,
it's the
next
right
Sunday.
time for us, for our player come back and get into that rhythm and to get in that boat.
Not thinking. Sorry, not next Sunday. This Sunday, guys. This Sunday. So
This
this
Sunday we're
Sunday, yeah.
playing
Big,
Chelsea. That's
big,
going to
big game that. So
cracking game at Stamford Bridge. Is Roman Lukaku back?
back, yeah, and he scored yesterday. He scored a good header. I think it was Reece James of the cross. I think I can't remember, but it was Lukaku. It was 2 Jorginho penalties. Villa was stupid with the challenges yesterday. 2 penalties from Jorginho and a Lukaku header, and Reece James scored an own goal for Villa. So yeah, so it's going to be very interesting. But let's talk about who's going to be available for Leicester. From what I know, Leicester
Yep.
will only have one fit centre back in Vestergaard. Marty's not a centre back. I think he's a full back. Ricardo Pereira is out with a horrible injury from Tyler Morton. You know, while I was watching the game, I didn't see the challenge, but looking at it now, Brian, if there was VAR in the Carabao Cup in that game, Tyler Morton's off.
Yeah,
To
was that
absolutely 2 foot Ricardo Pereira run the legs, and that's a red. I don't know how he
very
wasn't sent off,
physical
but
for a youngster though?
there was
That's what
no. He's yeah. I think it was a bit too nervous or didn't think properly, and thank God there was no VAR. But there was no VAR. There was no VAR. So apparently Patson Daka is also out. No Sionchu. So I think they'll
Pastor
probably
Daka
play
is out.
Vardy. Madison is very dangerous also. So I think what we need to do is I think they will. If we stop them scoring, we will win because I think they're good in attack, crap defense. So what I think we need to do, Ryan, is we need to work on our corners because we've been very bad from corners recently. And I think if we try and get lots of corners against them and constantly try and target them in the box, we will get at them. But they're going to have a few unavailable players, and I think this is the right time to play Leicester. But I think Leicester will want to take some sort of revenge though after we embarrassed them. You know, they were 3-1 up at half time, Ryan, and they bottled it again.
So
They're
quick question.
bottlers.
Performance that Leicester has been missing out of the top 4 copy a year ago and now knocked out of the Europa League in the conference. My question to you is Brendan Rodgers under pressure? Is it time for Leicester to get a change
Yes.
or is
I don't think Brendan Rodgers should leave. I think it's just injuries, but I think he's under serious pressure now.
so you think he still is the right man if they can get back everybody fit for him to choose?
Yes, and I think he still needs to buy more players. I think he needs to buy more players.
Yeah, he
I
spent
think they were really like when we were hit badly by Van Dijk. I think they've been very, very badly hurt by Fofana's leg break.
yeah. That was a bad injury for him. That was a bad
That was
injury.
horrible
They still
injury.
have quality player, man, but it's like Brendan Rodgers is getting back the hoodoo on himself. So hopefully, but when you look at this Leicester City team, could you come up with a lineup where you think they're going to line up with that?
So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go this. I'm gonna go. Schmeichel in goal. I think they'll play right back. They'll play Timothy for God's sake. Timothy Castagne. I think centre backs will be Amati and Vestergaard. I think their left back will be Thomas. I think their midfield will be Ndidi, Tielemans, and what's his name? Because of an S. I can't remember his name. So Samare, that's it, Samare. And I think their front three, Ryan, will be Vardy, Lookman, Madison, or Barnes. I don't know if Barnes is fit, but yeah, that's what my predicted for us. And for us, I'm gonna go with Allison, Trent, Van Dijk, Ibu. I think he'll go for Ibu. The reason is because I think he really wants Matip to be 100% ready for the game against Chelsea. So Ibu, Van Dijk, Shimikas, Fabinho, Oxlade, Chamberlain. No, Fabinho, either Fabinho, Oxlade, or Fabinho, Keita, and Hendo, because I think Thiago's he's the how do you say, because he was the last one of our midfielders to get COVID. So he's only just come back. So I think he's not ready yet. So I think about the bench. But for me, midfield, do you want midfield I'm going to go? Because on form, I'm going to go Fabinho, Oxlade, Chamberlain, Henderson, and front three, Jota, Salamane.
So I'm going to give you my starting lineup, but I want to ask you about this. Andrew Robertson missing for 3 games. Is that going to affect us? Normally, would I get a lot of creativity from Andrew Robertson at left back? Would that affect us, or are you fully trust in Simicast to give a
We've
good...
seen how good Simicast has been, Ryan, in the absence of Robertson. He's been so good, and even on his bad games, Simicast has been good. So, it was really stupid a tackle that Robbo made. Very, very stupid from Robbo to get the red. Very uncalled for. And he 100% deserved the red. So, fortunately, now he's going to miss Chelsea. Chelsea will be his last ban, and then he'll be back for the game after Chelsea. But
No.
it's really but he was going to play the Chelsea game, but because the Leeds game got postponed,
yeah,
he's going to serve the ban against Chelsea now. So, unfortunately, it is the way it is. But I have faith in Simicast. So, yeah, Ryan, what's your predicted lineup?
Well, for me, I'm going with Allison, Trent, Ibu over Joel Matip, because I think they will try to play us on the break, and Vardy is very quick, very fast. So I am a little bit worried about that eye line. We see what they do to us in the Carabao Cup, and I'm a little bit worried. Leicester score 3 goals at home against this Liverpool team. It's going to be difficult for us to get back.
Bro, come on, Cometio tax. Cometio was absolutely awful that game. He was...
Yeah. But I'm just saying that we cannot afford to go down 3 goals at Leicester.
Yeah.
And we know this is going to be a stronger Liverpool team. But we know we're still going to play the eye-line. Van Dijk with Kanate. Simicast, I want to see Simicast performance. If Simicast can put in a good performance and keep in place going, I have all confidence Simicast can give us that. But in the midfield, I like what Keita bring to this Liverpool team. Play very well in that Carabao Cup game, and I think at this point when Keita in form, you have to play him. And I'm going with Keita, Henderson, and Fabinho inside the Odin midfield. We have to play Fabinho inside the Odin midfield.
100%.
Because when I look at the last game in the Carabao Cup, they were just running through riot through our midfield, and we cannot afford for Leicester City to be getting through our midfield consistent like that. So we have to stop that. That's a must. Up front, this is where it gets tricky. It kind of gets a little bit tricky. I like what Firmino did in that Carabao Cup. Playing good, but unfortunately, I will bring Firmino off the bench. I think Firmino is a much better player coming off the bench. He can make that impact.
100%. I agree, Juan.
So I'm going with Jota up front, Mane, and Salah. And before we get into the rest of the thing, man, what's going on with African Cup? What's the last thing you hear about that?
I can officially confirm. I don't like to say this because obviously us, but I can officially confirm that AFCON is 100% going ahead, and the reason is all the AFCON teams have announced their squads. They wouldn't have announced their squad if it wasn't going ahead. It's happening.
So
AFCON is happening. So I can confirm that Salah, Mane, Keita will all be available, I believe, for Chelsea. And then they're going to go and they will miss 4 games. Arsenal, 2 Arsenal games in the Carabao Cup. Palace, Brentford. That's it.
So a 4 game. So what if they continue going to the semi-final or the final?
Let's have a look. When is the AFCON final? I don't think Egypt will get there. I think
Senegal has a very good team.
I think probably Mane will go the furthest. Probably Mane. I think Salah will be out early because I don't think Egypt are that good. I think the winner will be Algeria or Nigeria probably.
Algeria is good, bro. They win the last.
Yeah, Mahrez. I think Mahrez will probably be the player from the Premier League that's gonna be at the most because 9th of February.
African
Let's say let's have a look at the Premier League games. Let's say it's Egypt versus Algeria somehow, right? Let's say Salah gets to the final. Let's say it is. Let's say are there any games on the 9th of February? Let's have a look.
That's going to be a tricky one.
Not that bad then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I would say they would miss 3 games because on the 12th, or maybe not, on the 12th of February we're playing Brentford. Not Brentford, we're playing Burnley. So Senegal will be in the final. But for me, I'm going Algeria to win it. So I think Algeria will win it. So I don't think I honestly, my prediction run, I think Egypt and Senegal. I think Salah will get knocked out in the quarterfinals around the 16, so mid-January. End of January. I think Senegal will go semi-finals, so later in January, and then or February. And I think, so in my opinion, I think Salah and Mane, Keita will all be back. After those 2 games, the 2 Premier League games. I think Mahrez will be the latest back for all the Premier League games.
Let us see, because with the likes of Jota and Origi and Minamino, I think we can be a little bit fine. You know what I mean? We still can beat Brentford and all of these teams, Crystal Palace without Salah and Mane. But hopefully they don't miss a month, because that's going to put a lot of pressure on us. And hopefully it can force FSG hand to even sign one player in the transfer market up front. It would be good, but I don't think Klopp will do that.
I don't think so. I think we're going to make no signings. I think in January, all we're going to see is a Salah contract, which I would love to see. But yeah, and I want to play as well. Anyways, let's do.
What your mind said though? What your mind said though? Get back to the thing.
So score prediction. I think Maddison's been in incredible form. I think he's been in absolutely outstanding form recently. I think Vardy's looked very good. So I'm going to give them a goal. So I'm going to go Liverpool 3, Leicester 1. I think Maddison will probably score from a free kick or something. And I think we'll score 3 goals. So yeah, I'm going 3-1.
3-1. That's not a bad score. I'm going 4-2 Liverpool. 4-2.
I was going to go 4-2, but I went 3-1 just because I didn't want to make it a bit more closer.
Okay, 4-2 for me. So guys, make sure you like the video. Make sure you share your thought down in the comment section. And also make sure you give us your score prediction before we leave. But Jersey boy, it's almost half of the season now in the Premier League. Arsenal doing fantastic, man. What are your feeling? What are your guts feeling? Top 4, or are you just leaving it to the New Year's?
As I said, I want to do a video or some stream. We'll talk about it in the new year because obviously I want to wait and see what happens in the next few games. But as I said, I'm very shocked about Arsenal. Arsenal were rubbish beginning of the season, but it just showed that the team, Ryan, the team they had at the beginning of the season was not good enough. If you look at their back line, they had Kolasinac, Holding. They were playing Bellerin. They were not good at all. They were rubbish. But
No better
then,
in the summer.
so no, not Bellerin. Sorry. Anyway, they were not good, right? But now they've got a good system. Tomiyasu right back. Ben White is getting in the team. He's been very good. Gabriel's been very good. Tavares has been very good. Same as Tierney. The team is getting really joined together now, and I think I do not think they will get fourth, Ryan, but I could see them legit getting fifth, getting back into European football. But I think United will get fourth or third, but I think it'll be Arsenal City for first and second. Chelsea could get it as well. But I will give my full predictions for the rest of the season in the new year.
Bro, United are suspect, bro. They play Newcastle. They haven't live up to expectation all season. Something about this Arsenal team where they're scoring goal for fun, keeping clean sheet, the confident. They're getting a lot of confidence. The
They
coach
smashed
getting a lot of
Norwich, to be fair.
confidence. The fans getting a lot of confidence. This Arsenal team going to creep up on a lot of teams this season. Me know that Man United have a better team than Arsenal, but one thing I cannot underestimate is form. And for me, I think Arsenal get the go ahead against Tottenham and Man United. How many points Man United behind Arsenal
But
now?
remember, bro, they've got games in hand, Man United. They've got
They have
games in
two
hand.
games in hand, right?
So they've got let's have a look. They've got 3 games in hand. I believe it is Brighton, Brentford, and one more. I can't
Leeds.
remember. Oh no! It's only 2. No, it's only 2 because they're playing tonight, aren't they? So yes, it's only 2. They missed Brighton and Brentford. There's the 2 games they got cancelled for Man United.
Yeah, but
Um,
who knows? Man United, bro, they are a big suspect, bro. From this,
but
you know when new manager come in, they bounce Jersey boy. We're not
yeah.
seeing that from United. They are so lucky in the first
Bro,
game.
Ryan, you got to remember the Norwich game. If Man United had to play against Norwich, if that was us or City or Chelsea, that's 5-6-0. They were rubbish. Norwich could not finish. They won by a penalty, and Norwich should have got a point from that game. Along with other fans said, they should have got a point from that game. They got saved by a penalty. Kabak in the last minute of the game had an absolutely beautiful header and he was saved. David De Gea has been saving them day in and day out. He's been their best player this season, David De Gea, because he's been saving them again and again and again. If it wasn't for David De Gea and Ronaldo, they'd be out the Champions League. They'd be probably quite far down in the table right now. So I do think they're getting better. I think they're going to beat Newcastle 4-0 today. Newcastle are shit, bro. 4-0, I think, today.
Big time, bro. Big time, big time, big time. But here's my thing, Jersey boy, because I haven't been speaking to you a long time on a video and we have a good conversation. So I'm feeling good right now at this moment. So I don't have nothing to do, so I probably stay a little bit late. But this is why I believe, Jersey boy, with this Tottenham team, they can be very dangerous, man. The reason why I worried about Tottenham getting close, not on Liverpool, but Arsenal and Chelsea, I just think something about Conte. Everywhere him go, this guy made an impact. And the impact he made. Haven't signed in anybody yet, as yet. I will know that everywhere Conte go in win title and make a big difference in the team. Inter Milan, Chelsea, Juventus, all of these teams. He's a born winner. Italy national team, he has make everybody better. And also, he makes striker much more better. He make Rama Lukaku look better, Casca look better. know him going to make a big impact on Hurricane. He see Hurricane as one of the most important player to that puzzle for this Tottenham Hotspurs. For me, let us see. But talk to me about the relegation. Who do you think? Are you up that like how you don't?
Newcastle, Burnley, Norwich.
You think Burnley going down after this so many experience? It's too much for them. The luck is running out.
But have you not seen how bad they've been?
Yeah,
They
they has
can't
been
win.
gone, bro. Not normally this time they start to win game and start to pick up
Yeah, but
results.
let's have a look right now. So it's Newcastle, Burnley,
Bring
right?
up the table. Just bring up the table, and we'll see how the table.
So
Oh,
yeah, let's have a look. So Watford, look, Watford right now. See, look, fine. Watford are just above, but I think Watford have been very good. I think it's their defense that's letting Watford down. I think they've got a good
Watford win
attack.
their last game too. When you look at the last three team in the bottom of the table, 19, 18, 20. Look, none of them has win.
Oh my god! Look how close Everton are to Newcastle.
Everton.
Everton are only 8 points away from being in the relegation zone. That's how
Whoa.
bad they
And
are.
it surprised me to see Brentford down there. Brentford start the season very well. That show you that the Premier League is a very tough,
Yeah,
difficult.
but for me, Ryan, Brentford is their best keeper. He's been doing bits really, really good. He got awful injury. He got like a PCL injury and he's going to be out for 6 months. So the Fernandez is their backup. They're having to play their backup keeper. You've got to remember one of the reasons we didn't beat Brentford in that 3-3 game was because he was saving again and again and again and again.
Yep,
And
yep.
now he's out injured. So they've
But
been really struggling with that.
Leeds, bro, what's so funny about the relegation back this season? Actually, from 13 to 20 can
Oh,
get
I
rid.
didn't realise that. Leeds only 5 points away from relegation zone.
Yep.
Whoa.
I believe that team that name Watford, bro. They just love to get relegated. I don't know why. They just love to get relegated, man. But Burnley, I think Burnley is just a mancha. But do you believe Newcastle will splash the cash January?
Yes.
They have it. They should strengthen the team.
Do you know I think they will sign? I definitely will do it in January though because it's been confirmed he's staying. But I think they could go for Martial. Martial from Manchester United.
Striker, top striker.
Yeah. So because they need a striker, they might go for a winger. I think they're going to spend 100 million.
Yeah. That's a
I
lot of
think
money.
they're going to get striker, winger, centre back. Sven
Yeah.
Botman. I think they're going to get Sven Botman
Oh,
from
Botman
Lille.
from Lille.
They need a bro. Their defense is awful. They need a good defender. They might even get 2 defenders. They could get Botman and I don't know who else is available, but they will splash the cash, bro. They will splash the cash.
Hopefully. People like the video, people. Come on, man. So
They
club.
could even get bloody Rafinha if they wanted to, but I have got it
I
don't.
want Rafinha, bro.
Yeah, or they could get Coutinho
He
from
linked to
Barcelona.
Chelsea, Rafinha, bro. Yeah, everybody Chelsea link with, bro.
No, the big leak for Rafinha is going to Bayern.
Bayern.
But
Yeah,
I don't think
Bayern,
he's going to go Bayern Munich. I don't think he's going to go Bayern Munich. I think he's going to want to stay in the Premier League. So,
bro. I want him at Liverpool, man. Rafinha is a very,
but
very good.
before we end the stream, guys, let's have a look at the top of the league. So we can see right here, Man
Yep.
City on 47 points, 5 wins in a row.
You see the consistent with the teams. Look, the team that a different team, man.
Look at
Liverpool.
Arsenal, bro. Arsenal, if they win the next game, will be wins 5 in a row. They've been on such good form. Tottenham as well. Look at Tottenham. Bro, since Conte's arrived, Conte
They
has only lost 1 game. And that was in the Conference League when he put a really crap squad out.
yeah,
But in the Premier League, Conte's unbeaten in the Premier League.
yep. You see them green that city. Liverpool drop. They drop 10. They draw. How many game Liverpool draw this season? 5.
We've drawn 5 games. Let's have a look
That's
at
10 points. That's count.
so
10 points.
Tottenham,
Brentford,
Brentford, Chelsea,
Chelsea,
Brighton,
Brighton.
Man City.
That was a game that we were lucky, bro. Brighton should beat it, bro.
No, bro, that game that should be two losses to be fair.
Yep. We're lucky we get a point from that game, man.
Because
So
remember, was it Trossard scored that last minute winner, but he was offside.
you hear that Coutinho switch with Barcelona? Pierre Aubameyang going to. You hear nothing about that?
I don't think so. I don't. They're not gonna go. They're not gonna go for Aubameyang, because they've signed Ferran Torres from Man City.
Yeah,
That was a
bro.
quite that was a quite
Barcelona
shocking
have
deal.
money on this sign for so much money.
Because they sold players in the summer, and they got a loan. They're just getting more debt.
They getting on a loan?
No, no, they signed him for 55 million euro, but I think it's going to be in installments.
No installment. Oh, City selling. This is what the third best, the third highest player they ever sell.
But
This
here's the
is
thing, bro. A lot of that's what I don't like, right? A lot of City fans kept praising Ferran Torres, saying he's such a good Spanish player. He's better than all the Liverpool stuff like that. And as soon as he's going to Boston, they go, "Oh, we shit." Bro, Ferran Torres is a class player, but I just don't think he was happy in England, and he wanted to go back to Spain. And both Barcelona calling you, they're such a big club. Barcelona called him up, so he's going to Barcelona, and you're playing Europa League. But they need forwards. I think they'll probably play Ansu Fati, Memphis Depay, and Ferran Torres up front. That's a good front three for
yeah.
a Europa League team.
But anyway, man, let us see, man. So people tomorrow going to do the watch along, so you guys can join us. Liverpool versus Leicester. That's going to be a massive game.
At Leicester City will be live from 7:30, guys. 7:30 p.m. British time. Me, Ryan, will be live with Stephen. Stephen, the Irish rugby man. And we will be joining you guys for watch along tomorrow. Join us. And we have fun as always. And then it's the big one. It's Chelsea next. So we've got loads of cool stuff coming up. And obviously, tomorrow's watch along will be our last watch along before 2022. So join us for one last watch along for the year tomorrow.
Yes.
7:30, and we'll talk to you guys very, very soon tomorrow for another one fantastic watch along. It's been Jersey Boy. It's been Mr. Ryan LFC, the legend lord, and we will speak to you tomorrow.
See you guys, man. See you guys, man. Like the video, people. Like the video. Peace out.